Hey guys, what's going on? This is ZBunker and you are watching the Linux Essentials course. In the previous video, we learned about the Linux directory structure and we also performed an anatomy of a shell. In this video, we are going to cover the cd command, also known as the change directory command. Alright, let's jump into action. Alright, so now we are going to learn about the cd command. Before we jump into it, could you tell me in which directory I'm currently situated at? By just looking at the shell, without typing pwd. Exactly, I'm at the base folder. And how did you identify it? You looked at this particular area and found out that it's a /. That's why we can say we are at the base or the root folder. If I type pwd, it will also show the /. Now, so what if I want to go from root folder to users folder of OS boxes? Remember that OS boxes is a user and I want to access the users folder of OS boxes. How would I do that? Well, there are two ways, right? First is the long way, that is you type cd space /home/OS boxes. This is the users folder for OS boxes. This is one way. But the second and the easiest way is to just type cd space tilde. And if I hit enter, boom, look at the symbol. It changed from / to tilde. And as I explained earlier, tilde, whatever you can call it, is a symbol that represents the user's folder. Alright, if I type pwd, you can see I am inside OS boxes, which is the user folder of OS boxes. Now there are two ways in which you can specify a path inside cd. The one is an absolute path and the another one is a relative path. Absolute path means you mention the path starting all the way from the root folder. For example, let me just list the contents of this folder. You can type ls to list the contents. And if I wanted to go to, say, public folder, all right? So the absolute path will look like this. I would start from /, which is the base folder. Then I'll go into home. Then I'll go into OS boxes. Then I'll go into public. You can, by the way, press tab, which will autocomplete the names for you. So this is an absolute path. Well, relative path starts from the current directory. So if I want to go to public, I'll just directly type public and that would do the work for me. So that's the difference between an absolute path and a relative path. All right. Now remember that I'm in var ww. And if I wanted to go to, say, public, which path would I use? Would I use an absolute path or a relative path? Yes, you guessed it right. I have to use an absolute path because in relative path, I cannot navigate to public because public is right off the bat in a different directory than ww. Because if I type cd space public, I can't find it. When I click on tab, which is for autocomplete, well, Linux says it does not exist because in the current directory, if I type ls, boom, public does not exist. And that's the reason why you cannot mention a relative path in this case. So if I want to go to public, I'll type cd space /home/OS boxes, then I'll type public. Well, there is much more quicker way. If you know what I mean, you could basically type cd space tilde /public. Public. There you go. And that will take us to /home/OS boxes /public. So that was absolute path, relative path, and tilde for you. Now, if you want to move back one folder, what would you type? Yes, you will type cd space .. You want to move two directories back, you will type .. You can even append a /, it does not matter, it does not make any error. Both of them works the same. If you want to move three folders back, you'll type .. 4 folders back .. Well, look, in this case, we moved 4 folders back, and this is when you move one folder back, you go from public to OS boxes. When you move second folder back, you move from OS boxes to home. When you move third folder back, you move from home to the base folder. And when you move fourth folder back, well, where do you move? Base is the limit, right? When you move fourth folder back as well, it will still stay at the base folder. If you type 5th, 6th, 7th, you can type as many / as you want. It will stop at the base folder. Now if I hit enter, there you go. I am still at the base folder. Let me clear the screen up. Okay, so by just looking at this terminal, can you tell me in which directory I'm situated at? Yep, I'm at var www html. Cool. Now I would like to change the directory from this particular directory to let's say the users folder of Pranav. There's a user known as Pranav, and I would like to change the directory to Pranav's users folder. What would you type? Exactly, you will type cd /home/Pranav, and I'll press on tab and it will autocomplete that for me. So right now, tell me, why didn't we use tilde? Why we had to type the absolute path? Yes, the reason is because tilde stands for the current user's folder, and currently the user is OS boxes, as you can see from the terminal itself. So if I type cd tilde, it will navigate me to the OS boxes users folder. If I wanted to go to Pranav's users folder, well, you have to switch the user. So now I'm at Pranav, and if I type cd space tilde, and if I hit enter, and if I type pwd, well, I'm now at Pranav's users folder. All right, now I'm at OS boxes. Now what I want to do is I'll navigate back to var www html. All right, now there is one more particular option that we want to explore, and that is the hyphen symbol. So if I type cd space hyphen, what do you think will happen? When I type hyphen, it's going to take me to the previous directory I was situated at. So previously I was at, from this you can identify, I was at /home/pranav, and I changed to var www html. Now if I type cd hyphen, I'll go back to Pranav. So now type cd hyphen, it will take me back to var www html. So that was it for this video. In the next video, we are going to explore the command ls, and it might take a little bit of time because we will be exploring through the manual page of ls, and we'll be doing a comprehensive study of ls, which is the list command in Linux. So take care, bye bye, see you in the next lecture.